everybody, it's Miss Carol. And you know what that means, right? Thursday night. It's Pajama Storytime. Are you guys ready? Oh, I hope so. All right, you ready? Put your hands up. You ready? Open them, shut them. Open them, shut them. Give a little clap, clap, clap. Open them, shut them. Open them, shut them. Put them in your lap, lap, lap. Creep them, creep them, creep them, creep them. Right up to your chin, chin, chin. Open up your little mouth. But do not let them in. Oh, okay, good. You didn't let them in, did you? Okay, good. All right. So, I have 3 stories today. And, yeah. How do I describe this? Well, first off, I have to give a warning to all parents. I am so sorry about tonight's story time. Ahead of time, it's my I just have to warn you. You're not going to be happy with this one. You'll see why. All right, our first story is called Avocado Baby, and this is by John Birmingham. And it's brought to you today by HarperCollins Publishers. Mr. and Mrs. Hargraves and their 2 children were not very strong. Mrs. Hargraves was expecting another baby, and they had all hoped it would not be as weak as they were. The new baby was born, and all the family were very pleased. Mr. and Mrs. Hargraves brought the baby home, and it grew, but as they feared, it did not grow strong. Mrs. Hargraves found feeding the baby very difficult. It did not like food or want to eat much. Whatever can I do? Wailed Mrs. Hargraves. The baby doesn't like eating anything I make, and it looks so weak. Why don't you give it that avocado pear? Said the children. In the fruit bowl, on the table, there was an avocado pear. Nobody knew how it had got there because the Hargraves never bought avocados. Mrs. Hargraves cut the pear in half, mashed it, and gave it to the baby, who ate it all up. From that day on, an amazing thing happened. The baby became very strong. It was getting so strong, it could break out from the straps on its high chair. Oh, look at that. Pull other children uphill in a cart. Does anybody have a baby that can do that? I don't. Wrench off the side of its cot. And each day, Mrs. Hargraves gave the baby avocado pear. One night, a burglar got into the house. The baby woke up and heard the burglar moving about downstairs. The baby picked up a broom and chased the burglar. The burglar was so frightened at being chased by a baby that he dropped his bag and ran out of the house. The next day, Mr. Hargraves put a notice on the gate. That should keep the burglars away, he said. Beware of the baby. The baby would help carry the shopping, move the furniture, oh my goodness, and push the car when it would not start. What? Think I'm gonna have to eat more avocados. One day, 2 bullies were waiting for the children in the park. The bullies started being very nasty to the children. The baby did not like that and jumped out of its pushchair. Whoa. Picked up the bullies and threw them into the pond. What? Oh my goodness. The baby gets stronger every day. And of course, it is still eating avocado pears. Moms, dads, you may want to pick up avocado pears. All right. Now, I can't do this because I can't stand up and jump all around, but can you guys help me out here? All right, so I need you to put your arms like this, your hands actually like this, and can you jump up and down? Yep. You ready? Just keep jumping. Just keep jumping. Ready? Jump, 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 jump. I'm a baby kangaroo. I'm a baby kangaroo. Hopping is fun. Hopping is fun. Hopping, 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 hopping. Up and down, up and down. Keep hopping. I'm a baby kangaroo. I'm a baby kangaroo. Hopping is fun. Hopping is fun. Won't you please join me? Won't you please join me? We'll have fun. We'll have fun. Keep hopping. You ready? I'm a baby kangaroo. I'm a baby kangaroo. Hopping is fun. Hopping is fun. I'll hop on home to mama. I'll hop on home to mama. Till day is done. Till day is done. All right. Yay. We did that. All right. You ready for another story? I lost the words there. Did you notice that? All right. This one is called Alligator Baby. And it's by Robert Munch. Can you see the theme I'm doing today? And this is brought to you today by Scholastic. One night, Kristen's mother woke up and yelled, "A baby! A baby! I'm having a baby!" Kristen's father jumped up, zoomed around the room, got dressed, and grabbed Kristen's mother by the hand. They ran downstairs to the car and drove off really fast. Vroom! Unfortunately, they got lost. They didn't go to the hospital. They went to the zoo. But it was okay. Kristen's mother had a lovely baby. Then they drove home and knocked on their front door. Blam, 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 blam. Kristen opened the door, and there was her mother holding something all wrapped up. "Kristen," she said, "would you like to see your new baby brother?" "Oh, yes," said Kristen. So Kristen lifted up the bottom of the blanket. She saw a long green tail and said, "That's not a people's tail." Kristen lifted up the middle of the blanket, saw a green claw, and said, "That's not a people claw." Kristen lifted up the top of the blanket, saw a long green face with lots of teeth, and said, "That's not a people face. That is not my baby brother." "Now, Kristen," said her mother, "don't be jealous." Just then, the baby reached up and bit Kristen's mother on the nose. She yelled, "Ah!" Then the baby reached up and bit her father on the nose. "Ah!" "That's not a people baby," said Kristen. "That's an alligator baby." "Goodness," said her mother, "we've got the wrong baby." So Kristen put the alligator baby into the fish tank, and her mother and father drove back to the zoo. They came back in an hour and knocked on the door. Blam, 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 blam. Kristen opened the door, and her mother said, "Would you like to see your new baby brother?" "Oh, yes," said Kristen. Kristen lifted up the bottom of the blanket, saw a fishy tail, and said, "That's not a people tail." Kristen lifted up the middle of the blanket, saw a flipper, and said, "That's not a people flipper." Kristen lifted up the top of the blanket, saw a face with whiskers, and said, "That's not a people face. That is not my brother." "Now, Kristen," said her mother, "don't be jealous." Just then, the baby reached up with its flipper and flapped her father's face. Whap, 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 whap. He yelled, "Ah! It's a seal baby! We've got the wrong baby!" So Kristen put the seal baby in the bathtub. and her mother and father drove back to the zoo. They came back in an hour and knocked on the door. Blam, 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 blam. They said, Kristen, would you like to see your new baby brother? Oh, yes, said Kristen. She lifted up the bottom of the blanket, saw a very hairy leg, and said, that's not a people leg. She lifted up the middle of the blanket and saw a very hairy arm and said, that's not a people arm. She lifted up the top of the blanket, saw a very hairy face and said, that's not a people face. That is not my baby brother. Now, Kristen, said her mother, don't be jealous. Then the baby reached up with its feet and grabbed her mother's ear and her father's ear, and they both yelled, ah! It's a gorilla baby. We've got the wrong baby. Let me do it, said Kristen. So her mother and father put the gorilla baby on the chandelier in the living room, and Kristen went off to the zoo on her bicycle. Good thing for Kristen, huh? First, Kristen looked in the snake cage. No people babies. Then Kristen looked in the wombat cage. No people babies. Then Kristen looked in the elephant cage. No people babies. Then she stopped and listened. From far away she heard, wah, wah, wah. That's more like it, said Kristen. She followed the sound. It was coming from the gorilla cage. Kristen looked at the mommy gorilla and said, give me my baby brother. The gorilla jumped away and wouldn't give the baby back at all. Then the people baby reached up and bit the gorilla on the nose. And the gorilla yelled, ah! And handed the baby to Kristen. Kristen jumped on her bicycle and pedaled home. Kristen knocked on the door. Blam, 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 blam. When her parents opened it, she said, would you like to see your new baby? Kristen's mother lifted up the bottom of the blanket and said, look, people legs. She lifted up the middle of the blanket and said, look, people hands. She lifted up the top of the blanket and said, look, a people face. Kristen's mother picked up the baby and gave it a big hug. Her father took the baby and gave it a big hug. And her mother said, Kristen, Kristen, you got the baby back. Good for you. But what are we going to do with all these other babies, yelled Kristen's father. There is a seal baby in the bathtub and an alligator baby in the fish tank and a gorilla baby hanging from the chandelier. We should take them back to the zoo. But Kristen looked out the window and said, I don't think we'll have to do anything at all. Uh-oh. And everything was okay until Kristen's mother had twins. Did you guys like that one? It's a silly one, isn't it? All right. Okay, so as I said earlier, parents, you're not going to be happy with me tonight, and I'm so sorry ahead of time. Yeah, we're going to do it right now. Are you ready? You ready? Okay. Baby shark do 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 do, baby shark do 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 do, baby shark do 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 do, baby shark. Mommy shark do 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 do, baby shark do 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 do, mommy shark do 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 do. Daddy shark do 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 do, daddy shark do 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 do, daddy shark do 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 do, daddy shark. Grandma shark do 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 do, grandma shark do 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 do, grandma shark do 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 do, grandma shark. Grandpa shark do 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 do, grandpa shark do 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 do, grandpa shark do 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 do, grandpa shark. Baby shark do 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 do, baby shark do 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 do, baby shark do 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 do, baby shark. So sorry, I'm so sorry. Forgive me. All right, we gotta stop clowning around. You ready for Baby Clown? This is a brand new, as you can see, brand new book just came in the other day. And it's by Cara LaRue and illustrated by Matthew Cardell, by the way, is a Caldecott Medal winner. Good for him. Candlewick Press is bringing this to you today. When Boffo and Frida Clown had a baby, everyone in the circus was over the moon. "A star is born," said the big boss, Mr. Dingling. "We'll call him Baby Clown." There was just one problem. Baby Clown was not a very happy baby. He cried all the time. Wah! 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 "Somebody better cheer that baby up," warned Mr. Dingling. "My clowns do not wear frowns." Boffo and Frida tried everything. They fed Baby Clown when he was hungry, and burped him when he was gassy, and changed his diaper when he was poopy, and rocked him when he was sleepy. But still, Baby Clown cried. Wah! 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 The clowns tried juggling. They tried driving around in their tiny car. They tried making their silliest clown faces, but still, Baby Clown cried. Wah! 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 The clowns asked for help from the other performers. The trapeze artist tried. Then the animals tried. Even the wire walker tried. But still, Baby Clown cried. Wah! Wah! "Maybe he doesn't want to be a clown, said Boffo. But when he and Frida tried to remove Baby Clown's red nose and jaunty hat and striped pants and big shoes, he cried even harder. "What is wrong with that baby?" asked Mr. Dingling. "There is no room for crying in my circus." "We've tried," said Boffo. "And we've tried," said Frida. "And we've tried, and we've tried, and we've tried," said the other performers. "Well, keep trying," said Mr. Dingling. "The show must go on." That night, the circus was sold out. The crowd thrilled to see the trapeze artists and the animals on parade and the death-defying wire act. But Baby Clown was not thrilled. "Oh no," said Frida. "What should we do?" said Boffo. "The show must go on," Mr. Dingling said. He walked out to the center ring and shouted into his megaphone, "And now, the newest addition to the Dingling Circus, Baby Clown!" Everyone in the circus held their breath as everyone in the audience looked at Baby Clown. And that's when Baby Clown had a full-blown meltdown. He wasn't a clown anymore, or even a baby. He was just a big, wide, loud mouth. Oh. But the audience didn't mind at all. They thought Baby Clown's meltdown was part of the act. In fact, they clapped louder than they ever had before. "Hooray!" they cheered. "Hooray for Baby Clown!" And what did Baby Clown do? For a moment, he stopped crying. As he looked around at the clapping, cheering crowd, his teary eyes grew wide. His lip trembled. His mouth opened. And then, oh no. Hee hee hee. Baby Clown giggled, clapping his own hands, and then he made his very own silly clown face. Everyone in the circus sighed. "All he needed was applause," said Boffo. "Now that's funny," said Frida. The clowns gave their baby a happy and relieved hug. Then the whole clown family gave the crowd their silliest clown faces. And the crowd gave them a well-deserved standing ovation. Baby clown giggled again. Just as I thought, said Mr. Dingling. A star is born. Really? Applause. Boy, I tell you, you never know. All right, can you take one hand like this and lay it flat? Now take one finger. You're gonna put it in your hand and then you're gonna close your fingers around that finger. You ready? This is the baby in need of a nap. Lay him down on his mother's lap. Cover him so he can't peep. Then rock him till he's fast asleep. Want to do it again? This is a baby ready for a nap. Lay him down on his mother's lap. Cover him in a blanket so he can't peep. Then rock him gently till he's fast asleep. Oh. There you go. All right, did you guys like the story time today? I hope so. Are you ready? We're gonna do our ending song. Don't do Clown Baby on me. Don't start crying. I know it's the end, but don't start crying on me. Are you ready? When you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. When you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. When you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it. When you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. When you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. When you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. When you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it. When you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. When you're happy and you know it, pat your knees. When you're happy and you know it, pat your knees. When you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it. When you're happy and you know it, pat your knees. When you're happy and you know it, rub your tummy, yum, yum. When you're happy and you know it, rub your tummy, yum, yum. When you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it. When you're happy and you know it, rub your tummy, yum, yum. When you're happy and you know it, cry like a baby, wah, wah. When you're happy and you know it, cry like a baby, wah, wah. When you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it. When you're happy and you know it, cry like a baby, wah. When you're happy and you know it, say I am. When you're happy and you know it, say I am, I am. When you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it. When you're happy and you know it, say I am, I am. When you're happy and you know it, go to sleep. When you're happy and you know it, go to sleep. Sorry, fell asleep. When you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it. When you're happy and you know it, go to sleep. Good night. See you soon.